Greetings, Wilsonville. It is noon. We must be live at noon. Wilsonville live at noon. And I am super humbled to have with us one of our most established longtime businesses here in Wilsonville and a very long-time supporter of our Wilsonville Chamber of Commerce. That would be Dr. Dave Duemling from Family Chiropractic at Northwest Wellness Center. Welcome. Glad you could join us.
Yeah, honored to be here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Well, and when you think about a business that spanned 30 some plus years, we all thought you've probably seen it all, but our current COVID-19 is having an impact on virtually all of us as business people and our customers or patients. In your case, Dr. Dave, tell us right now, what are you seeing right now from patients and from your own business and the impacts of COVID-19, please?
Well, I guess as a general overview, Kevin, we've seen a significant decline in our business as well, significantly. And it's interesting when I graduated from chiropractic college and I was licensed in Oregon as well as California and Washington, I took an oath. I stood there and I put my hand up and the oath was that I would take care of my community, right? I would do my best and do no harm and serve our community. And so here we are, we're in challenging times. And we're here serving our community, right? So over 32 years, we've been serving health. And chiropractic is considered a service. And we have a lot of folks that are still coming in because of the services we provide, as well as we're doing our best to be that first line of defense in the medical community, because chiropractors in the state of Oregon, maybe you don't know this, but the state of Oregon chiropractors, we're licensed and trained through our school to practice minor surgery, gynecology, proctology, and obstetrics. So we have a very good foundation in healthcare, right? And so we're not just about bad backs and headaches, although that's what a lot of us tend to focus on because we are so good with that. So again, we do provide that first line of medical intervention. If we can keep our patients away and out of the urgent care centers, the ER rooms, because that's really the area where we're seeing a lot of unhealthy environment, right? And so that's where the bad bugs are hanging out. So if somebody needs an X-ray or we can take care of them, we can do that.
Oh, great. So keeping someone out, obviously if it's a 911 situation, they should be calling 911. But if they're needing they're in some pain and they need some help, that they can reach out to you via the phone or by website or by telemedicine, at least to have another point of view and potentially save them from having to go into a hospital emergency room environment that may again be a little more problematic for everybody right now. And we love our hospitals and we know they're doing everything they can, but when sick people congregate in a pandemic, the threat level is now a lot higher. I would think that folks, because the gyms aren't open and things like that, you and I were talking just before we came online, that I'm sitting a lot more and I'm feeling, a lot more stiffness. And are you having conversations, Dr. Dave, with patients that are saying, hey, I'm not, it's not like I'm in critical pain, but I'm not feeling as healthy because I'm not as active?
Yeah, that's a very valid point, Kevin. We are seeing a lot more of that. A lot of people, they have these great intentions and they're practicing their good intentions, right? They go to the gym, maybe it's CrossFit, maybe it's Orange Theory, or maybe it's Cornerstone Calisthenics, some of the great businesses in our community.
Sure.
Well, they're all closed now. And so unfortunately, a lot of people, they're so used to and programmed to going to their gym for exercise that is no longer available. So some folks have been able to modify it and some folks just aren't doing things, right?
Yeah.
And also they're working from home, and oftentimes those home office environments aren't necessarily as conducive or as healthy as the environment. Maybe they don't have a good chair or a good work environment as far as the desk setup is concerned.
Sure.
And so we're seeing a lot of those types of issues. Yes.
Cool. So I wanted to pop up because the Northwest Wellness Center includes, so the chiropractic care is where you've been for decades. Last 10 or 15 years you're at Northwest. I don't think most of our community understands everything that you do. So can you kind of walk us through a little bit here what the various kind of specialty areas are?
Absolutely, yeah. So Family Chiropractic, we are the the cornerstone tenant, if you will, of the Northwest Wellness Center, which is an entity that I started well over 15 years ago. And to me, it was always very interesting to see where people's health challenges and problems came from. And if it wasn't something that happened immediately, like a sports injury or a car accident or a slip and fall, what we find is most people's health conditions are a result of their long-term lifestyle, right? Maybe they have poor posture or poor movement patterns or poor nutrition, or they just aren't sure what to do, or they're unmotivated. So people come to us with whatever their symptom is, but that's usually never their problem. There's always an underlying cause of why they're having their problems. And
Makes
so
sense.
so we've always looked at lifestyle. I'm a certified wellness practitioner. Probably 15, 18 years ago, I went through a board certification program as the second physician in the entire state of Oregon to achieve those credentials. And so we're always looking at this whole eat well, move well, think well models, and we're always spending time in those three different spheres. So what we find is we want to help people learn how to have a better, healthier lifestyle so they have better outcomes. And so we have acupuncture, we have a naturopath in our office, we have massage, and now of course we're a little limited, but we're still providing medical services. We have hip therapy, we have family counseling. So we have all of these different areas that people can find answers and solutions for some of their issues, all in one convenient place. And we're all fairly like-minded providers, and that we're there to help people with their lifestyle. With patients' permission, of course, we can communicate amongst ourselves, so we can provide a very cohesive team without people having to run all over the metro area.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's not only a convenience and a time saver, but anytime you can bring those practitioners together and help one another understand what's going on, you got a better chance for a good outcome for the patient, right? So if we look at contact information, if we look at, of course, we're going to sooner or later be out of our stay safe and stay home. And your guys' office is across the street from Sherry's, in case we have some viewers here that have never seen the office. Great building there. They can get a hold of you from northwestwellnesscenter.org, right? Also the phone number, the 682-3811. And I think I might have mentioned it earlier, but there is telemedicine options available. So if folks are interested and want to start a dialogue, they don't have to physically wait yet whether they can come in or feel comfortable coming in. Is that a fair statement?
That's exactly right, Kevin. Yeah, we're still seeing a fair amount of our current patients, and a lot of our current patients. Some of them, of course, they're home sheltering, and that's appropriate for them. And other folks, they're acute and they're hurting, so we're providing for them. And then we have a good handful of our regulars that come in because they know that maintaining themselves in a healthy fashion is what's for them, and as well as all the tips and things that we can talk about that come from lifestyle, come from diet, and that come from nutrition to help build a healthy, robust immune system.
Well, Dr. Ave, thanks so much for joining us today. We appreciate all the healthy folks that you've taken care of over these past decades, and folks need to know that now's as good a time as any to keep staying healthy and happy, and that you are here to help, and love to hear from them. Thanks again. Appreciate taking the time, and we're going to wrap it up here. Wilsonville Live at noon. Thanks for joining us.
Yep.